Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Restless TV. William Samoei Ruto and Raila Odinga started campaigning yesterday because William Samoei Ruto is actually going to have the Madaraka Day celebration, that is 1st May, in Homa Bay County, and the host will be the Governor Gladys Wanga. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very clear that William Samoei Ruto is getting large numbers when he goes to Kisumu, when he goes to Siaya, Homa Bay, and Migori. Compared to other regions, it is very clear that Luo Nyanza is going to vote for William Samoei Ruto. And when you look at William Samoei Ruto here, you realize that he's very, very much excited. And that is why, if you ask me, Raila Odinga need to exploit each and every opportunity to ensure development goes to his home counties. When you look at it, you realize that William Samoei Ruto continue to give many promises, including railways from Naivasha to Kisumu all the way. I think he's even exaggerating because he's saying it is going to go all the way to Uganda. And there are many factors, if you ask me, when you look at the crowd that is actually listening to William Samoei Ruto. You realize one thing: it is not very, very excited. And number two, you realize that William Samoei Ruto is trying to provoke them so that they can talk and respond. He's posing rhetorical questions. But now when you look at the crowd, there is lack of excitement. I want you first to watch what William Samoei Ruto was telling the people of Nyanza here.
Sawa sawa. Ile mpango ya kujenga reli, mimi nilikuwa China na tumekubaliana mambo ya reli sasa itatoka kutoka Naivasha ipitie hapa Kisumu ielekee Malaba ndio iende Uganda. Na hiyo mambo ya reli mazungumzo imekamilika. Sasa ni ile mpango inafuatilia. Kabla ya Disemba tutarudi hapa kupanga mambo ya reli pamoja na nyinyi. Kisumu hoye! Kisumu hoye! Sasa basi, watu wa Kisumu dala, mimi niko na maswali kwenu, si ndio? Niko na maswali kwenu. Kuna watu wanataka kutuambia tuendelee na siasa mfululizo. Mimi nimewaambia watupatie nafasi, mimi na baba tufanye kazi kwanza. Mimi nataka niwaulize nyinyi, hawa watu wa chuki na kisirani na ukabila na kisirani pamoja na mambo ya hasira, munataka watuharibie nchi yetu? Watu wa kisirani, watu wa chuki, wale wa hasira, wale wa ukabila, wale wa mitego, tunawaambia hawana nafasi katika taifa letu la Kenya. Kisumu hoye! Mimi nauliza nyinyi, munasema ni siasa mfululizo ama kazi bila break? Munasema tuendelee na kazi bila break? Tujenge affordable housing, tujenge barabara, tuunganishe stima, tulete leri, tupange kilimo, tupange mambo ya uchumi, vijana wapate ajira. Munasema ni kazi bila break ama siasa mfululizo? Munasema aje? Munasema kazi bila break? Wale wanasema kazi bila break nione kwa mkono. Wale wanasema kazi bila break. Na mimi nataka niwaulize nyinyi watu wa Kisumu, si ndio? Munasema baba na mimi tushirikiane ama munasema tufanye namna gani? Tufanye pamoja ndio tubadilishe Kenya, ndio Kenya iwe na msimamo sawa sawa. Sasa tuendelee ama tuendelee? Tuendelee ama tuendelee? Hebu nione wala anasema tuendelee. Basi.
I'm also looking at the speech by Raila Odinga. And one thing is very, very clear, that Raila Odinga looks very, very tired. He lacks enthusiasm. He looks bored. He doesn't believe in William Samoei Ruto. Even when he's talking, you see somebody who does not believe in what he is saying. When you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, you wonder if he's going to attract the votes that he did in 2022 from the Luo Nyanza and in 2017. In fact, I'm looking at a situation where Raila is going to actually find it very, very difficult. Because when you look at it, you agree with me, people are no longer very much interested. And this is Luo Nyanza for you, by the way. They are no longer very much interested with what Raila Amolo Odinga is saying. And when you look at the response, you agree with me that it is only those people who actually are like disciples of Raila Amolo Odinga. But you know, Raila Amolo Odinga, whatever support used to be organic. Raila Amolo Odinga crowds, anytime that he would address the people, he would actually attract a very huge crowd. And the crowd would roll in actually ecstasy, showing Raila Amolo Odinga wako pamoja. But look at Raila's tired speech here and the way he is very, very bored. Look at the body language, look at the reaction of the people, and then you agree with what I'm saying here.
Mradi hii ambayo umeona leo Rais Ruto ameweka msingi ya kujenga manyumba ya bei nafuu kwa wananchi. Hii ni moja mpango ya serikali ya kusaidia wananchi. Hii mpango ya manyumba ya hali ya chini ni mpango ya serikali. Na hii mpango tulianza zamani sana. Maana yake tuko na shida 5. Haki ya kibinadamu. Ya kwanza, haki ya kuishi. Pili, haki ya chakula. 3, haki ya malazi. 4, haki ya afya njema. 5, haki ya elimu. Sawa sawa. Haya ndiyo maadui 5 ambayo tunapigana nayo. Ndio sababu serikali imeweka hii mpango ya affordable housing program. Sawa Jothurwa. Sawa sawa. Ndio sababu sisi hapa tumepeana hapa ekari 5 kwa serikali ijenge manyumba kwa wananchi wetu. Lakini tukikuwa na miradi mingine hapa, shule itajengwa hapa, hospitali itajengwa hapa, na kutakuwa vile na viwanda hapa. Sawa sawa Jothurwa. Mnanielewa vizuri? Sasa. Hello? 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 Sisi tumesema tunataka kuboresha hali ya maisha ya wananchi wetu. Hatuwezi kusema sisi tunangoja serikali nyingine. Tunasema serikali hii ya sasa ifanye kazi kwa watu wetu, sio? Tunataka namna hiyo. Tunataka namna hiyo.
While this was happening, Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka, Gilu, Amalo and others were in Kalonzo's background. They were in where Kalonzo's support comes from, organic support. And I want you now to compare the speech and the reaction of the crowd when Rigathi Gachagua is addressing them and when William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga is addressing their supporters. You notice a lot of difference. You realize that the crowd from the opposition are very much excited. You even realize that Gachagua is even enjoying it. You realize that the people are very, very happy. You realize that these are people who are actually waiting for something good to happen. There is a lot of excitement in the opposition compared to what we are seeing here. Just watch this short clip by Rigathi Gachagua.
Haya, asante sana. Haya, Gen Z, peace. Sasa Waito, nimekuja kusikiza ground. Ground hapa Ukambani inasema nini? Ate ground inasemaje? Ate ground inasemaje? Harambee! Wewe Ruto, wewe Kasongo, wewe Arap Mashamba, wewe muongo, wewe mwizi, wewe Kasongo. Asante sana. Tunamjua? Kwanza mimi namuonea 18. Ndio halali. Akinisikia halali. Hii jamani namsukuma. Nimsukume. 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 Aende asiende. Aende asiende. Wangapi wanasema Kasongo aende, Kasongo aende?
This one, ladies and gentlemen, take us to the analysis today. Is Raila Amolo Odinga going to make William Samoei Ruto president? Is Raila Amolo Odinga going to ensure that William Samoei Ruto win the election? Or is William Samoei Ruto going to win the elections because Raila is supporting him? And my answer is no. I really doubt. And I want just to give just 5 points to indicate that William Samoei Ruto cannot win the elections, even with the support of Raila Amolo Odinga. Number one, I want us to look at the turnout, voters turnout in Luo Nyanza. In Kisumu in 2022, the voters turnout was 72%. In Siaya, it was 71%. Homa Bay County, 74%. Migori, 63%. On average, the voters turnout in Luo Nyanza was 70%. And when you look at these numbers, the numbers are not actually something that William Samoei Ruto can be proud of. Because Kiambu County alone, the number of voters are more than Homa Bay, Migori, and Siaya put together. That is why William Samoei Ruto need to be worried. And now, because Raila will not be a candidate, I'm one person who strongly believes that Raila Amolo Odinga is going to support William Samoei Ruto, and Raila is not going to be a candidate. Raila, the fact that he's not a candidate means one thing, that there will be voters apathy in Raila Amolo Odinga's stronghold, especially in Kisumu and the coast. Those two regions, there will be voters apathy. And when you look at this situation, in fact, the turnout in Raila Odinga's support base has been going down with each successive elections. In 2017, it was higher compared to 2022. Number two is about the numbers. Raila does not have the numbers. Ruto does not have the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, how is Raila going to make William Samoei Ruto president without the numbers? Where will the numbers come from? That's the question that the people who are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto need to ask themselves. And again, I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga is going to support William Samoei Ruto the way maybe Raila would, maybe Ruto would want him to support. Because when you look at Raila, that speech that he has given here shows somebody who is tired, shows somebody who is bored, somebody who lacks enthusiasm. He doesn't excite. In fact, most likely, he'll be only supporting, he'll be only campaigning for him, maybe in Luo Nyanza, and maybe in some parts of Nairobi. But don't expect Raila Amolo Odinga to come to Mount Kenya. Don't expect him to go to Lower Eastern, and sometimes even in Western. He cannot campaign for him because Raila fears to be embarrassed. Na kama kuna kitu Raila anaogopa ni hicho. There is also this issue, and many people do not want to talk about this, the Mulebe and Kalonzo factor. Raila Amolo Odinga has lost the Mulebe nation. Without the Mulebe nation, without Kalonzo, I think Raila cannot make William Samoei Ruto president. He can't. Muleba Nation is going to play a key role when it comes to 2027 general elections. You know, hata 2022 and 2017, ukiondoa kura za Kalonzo from Raila would have gotten maybe about 4 point something million votes. Now, remove the Western that gave him almost 1 million votes. In fact, more than 1 million votes. Where is Raila going to get votes? Where is William Samoei Ruto going to get votes? That's why I'm saying the issue numbers should not be ignored here. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the resurgent opposition, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. And when you look at William Samoei Ruto, no, he has started now talking about kazi bila break. When you listen to William Samoei Ruto, he's trying to actually paint Gachagua as a tribalist. Hana plan, sijui nini, watu ukabila, watu hasira, watu wa kisirani. That one is not going to sell. It is not going to sell. Because what I know, when I look at the wave that is in the opposition, the issue of one term, what, I think William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga have all the reasons to get worried. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think from where you sit, but from where I sit, I think Raila cannot make William Samoei Ruto president. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.